Are you pouring all your energy into trying to stay strong and healthy, making sure you eat enough protein every day to build those muscles, but still feeling like you're just not seeing the results you hoped for? You might be doing everything right with your workouts, eating your chicken and egg whites, yet your muscles aren't growing as much as they should. Your energy is flagging, and losing that stubborn weight feels like an impossible uphill battle. What if I told you there's a crucial, often misunderstood piece missing from your healthy living puzzle? A piece so powerful that without it, all your other efforts could be going to waste. This isn't just about weight loss or fitness. It's about staying active, keeping your mind sharp, and enjoying every single moment of your golden years with vitality, independence, and comfort. The cold, hard truth about truly building muscle, burning fat efficiently, and maintaining a healthy weight as you get older is something many ignore, or worse, have been completely misled about. You absolutely need healthy fats in your daily diet to achieve any of these vital goals. Yes, you heard that right. Your body's favorite and most efficient fuel source isn't actually carbohydrates, it's fat, which delivers more than twice the energy per gram compared to carbs or protein. A whopping 9 calories versus just 4. Far from sabotaging your goals, the right fats are the secret key to unlocking your true potential for health and strength. Yet for decades, constant false information and misleading corporate advertising have turned fat into the ultimate dietary villain, making it one of the most misunderstood and demonized nutrients we need. This deeply ingrained misinformation is precisely why so many of you, our wonderful seniors, often make the crucial mistake of reaching for anything labeled low fat, genuinely believing you're choosing the healthier option. But what these clever industries don't tell you is that when they strip out the natural beneficial fat, they often replace it with other garbage, like heaps of sugar, artificial sweeteners, thickeners, and emulsifiers, just to make it taste good again. These hidden replacements aren't just empty calories. They are actively destroying your gut health, igniting systemic inflammation throughout your body, and completely derailing everything you're striving to accomplish for your health and vitality. But don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to set the record straight and share vital information that can change your life. We'll uncover 2 amazing nuts that pack in more healthy fats than even an avocado, starting with a readily available option you can find almost anywhere. Then I'll reveal the ultimate champion, the king of nuts, boasting up to 8 times more beneficial fat than an avocado. And before we finish, I'll also expose the 3 absolute worst fat sources you need to eliminate from your diet immediately for your health's sake. Stick with us, your body will thank you. Let's begin our journey by talking about the first incredible nut, pecan nuts. Before we dive into all the fantastic benefits of pecans, including their rich, healthy fat content and how they directly help you build muscle, let's clear up some widespread confusion about fats in general. You see, there are actually 4 main types of fat, and what you've been told about good versus bad fat often isn't the full picture. The universally acknowledged bad fats are trans fats, and these are indeed something you should absolutely avoid at all costs. They are artificial, industrially created fats often found in processed foods, and they are truly toxic for your body, contributing to various serious health issues. However, contrary to popular belief, saturated fat is not your enemy. For instance, the saturated fats found naturally in pecans play a remarkably important role in your body. They are crucial for delivering essential nutrients and fat-soluble vitamins, like vitamins A, D, E, and K, directly to your muscles and other parts of your body where they are needed most. What's even more surprising and incredibly beneficial for seniors trying to maintain or build muscle is that these healthy saturated fats also signal your body to produce more testosterone. As you may already know, testosterone is absolutely critical for muscle building, especially as we age. And just like protein, the healthy fats in pecans are excellent at helping you feel much fuller and more satisfied for hours after eating, which means you're less likely to snack unnecessarily, preventing you from packing on body fat instead of valuable muscle. Recent scientific research strongly supports these benefits. A 2023 study specifically looked at older adults who regularly ate tree nuts, such as pecans. It found that these participants showed significant improvements in muscle strength and a reduction in markers of inflammation compared to those who avoided nuts. The researchers highlighted that the powerful combination of healthy fats, protein, and other vital micronutrients found in pecans significantly supported better muscle protein synthesis, which is how your body builds and repairs muscle, and improved recovery for seniors over 60. Now, how can you easily incorporate these powerhouse pecans into your daily diet? It's simpler than you might think. To start your morning right, try a delicious pecan-crusted omelet. Just crack 3 eggs into a bowl, whisk them with a splash of healthy heavy cream, a pinch of salt, and pepper. Then, heat a tablespoon of beef tallow, a wonderful natural fat, in your skillet over medium heat. While the pan warms, roughly chop about a 1/4 cup of pecans. Pour your whisked eggs into the hot tallow, let them set for about 30 seconds, then sprinkle the chopped pecans across 1/2 of the omelet, along with some sharp cheddar cheese and fresh spinach. Fold it over, let it cook for another minute until the cheese is wonderfully melted, and then simply slide it onto your plate. A perfect, satisfying breakfast. For a nutritious lunch, create a vibrant and flavorful salad. Begin with a base of mixed greens, arugula, and baby spinach. Add slices of grilled chicken thigh. Remember, you want that beneficial fat, so choose thigh over breast. Cherry tomatoes, refreshing cucumber, a sprinkling of crumbled blue cheese, and a generous handful of toasted pecans. To toast the pecans, just toss them in a dry skillet over medium heat for about 3 minutes until they become wonderfully fragrant and golden. Let them cool while you quickly prepare your dressing by whisking together olive oil, apple cider vinegar, minced garlic, salt, and pepper. Drizzle this delicious dressing generously over everything and toss it all together for a truly fulfilling meal. And for dinner, why not indulge in a savory pecan-crusted salmon? Take a 6-ounce salmon fillet and pat it thoroughly dry. Season it well with salt and pepper. Next, finely chop 1/2 cup of pecans and firmly press them onto the top of the salmon, creating a thick, delicious crust. Heat 2 tablespoons of beef tallow in a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat until it's shimmering. Carefully place the salmon in the pan, pecan side up, and let it sear for about 4 minutes without moving it, allowing that crust to develop. Then, gently flip it and cook for another 3 to 4 minutes until the crust is beautifully golden and crispy and the salmon is cooked through. Serve this alongside some roasted Brussels sprouts and sweet potato for a complete and nourishing dinner. While pecans are undeniably amazing, if you're planning to rely solely on them as your main source of healthy fat, you might be missing out on something even better, and you still might not build optimal muscle. That's why you need to combine them with our next incredible nut. This next powerhouse nut is actually richer than pecans in beneficial monounsaturated fats, particularly omega-7, which makes it absolutely excellent for boosting your metabolism and supporting robust heart health. It also contains fewer carbohydrates, more manganese, and unique plant sterols that actively help support crucial hormone balance in your body. While pecans offer more fiber, vitamin E, and antioxidants, combining them with this next nut creates the absolute perfect healthy fat source, maximizing your muscle building goals and overall wellness. Introducing the second superstar nut, macadamia nuts. These remarkable nuts contain about 76 grams of fat per serving, giving them one of the highest fat contents of any nut available. You might still be wondering, do fats really matter that much for how my body looks and feels as I get older? The answer is a resounding yes, absolutely. Let me explain why by highlighting some clear signs you might not be getting enough healthy fats. One of the first signs your body signals is dry, scaly hair. Healthy fats are absolutely essential for maintaining vibrant, shiny hair that resists breaking or thinning out prematurely. Next, look at your skin. If it's dry, itchy, or flaky, that's another clear indicator. Fats like omega-3s are vital for keeping your skin's moisture barrier strong and intact. Without enough of these crucial fats, your skin becomes dry, itchy, flaky, and prone to aging faster. Then, consider your mental state. If you experience brain fog and cognitive issues, you might be deficient in omega-3 fats, especially DHA, which are critical for optimal brain function and mental clarity. When you don't consume enough healthy fats, that sharpness can disappear, making tasks more difficult. Furthermore, a lack of healthy fats can lead to severe deficiencies in essential fat-soluble vitamins, specifically vitamins A, D, E, and K. These vitamins literally require dietary fat to be properly absorbed and utilized by your body. Without sufficient fat, you're essentially flushing these vital vitamins away, rendering them ineffective. Lastly, many people experience joint pain and inflammation when they lack healthy fats. The right fats possess powerful anti-inflammatory properties that can significantly reduce joint pain and stiffness, helping you stay mobile and comfortable. Now think about it. If your body is struggling with these issues, dry hair, itchy skin, brain fog, vitamin deficiencies, and joint pain, how can it possibly have the resources to build any muscle effectively? I personally make it a point to add a small handful of macadamia nuts to each of my meals to ensure I'm consistently getting enough healthy fats throughout the day. I see it all the time. People meticulously tracking calories and protein, often eating far too lean, convinced they're eating so clean. They might be consuming egg whites, tilapia, and chicken breast religiously, thinking it's the healthy way, but they're often only getting around 20 grams of fat a day. This dangerously low fat intake is absolutely crashing their hormone production, which directly and negatively destroys their results and sabotages their body's ability to build and maintain muscle. Scientific evidence further supports this. A 2022 study specifically examined older adults who incorporated macadamia nuts into their daily diet for 12 weeks. The researchers discovered that participants experienced significant improvements in muscle strength, displayed better inflammatory profiles, and showed enhanced insulin sensitivity compared to a control group. The study particularly highlighted that the monounsaturated fats and unique plant sterols found in macadamia nuts actively supported hormone balance and boosted muscle protein synthesis in adults over 65, proving their immense value for your health and strength. Ready to enjoy these incredible nuts? Here are some simple ways. For a powerful breakfast, blend up a macadamia nut butter smoothie. Toss 2 tablespoons of macadamia nut butter into a blender with a scoop of vanilla protein powder, half a frozen banana, a cup of full-fat coconut milk, a handful of fresh spinach, and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Blend it until it's perfectly creamy and smooth, a delicious and nutrient-packed start to your day. For a satisfying lunch, try making macadamia-crusted chicken thighs. Take 2 bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs and pat them thoroughly dry. Season them generously with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Roughly chop about 1/3 of a cup of macadamia nuts and firmly press them into the skin side of the chicken, forming a thick, crunchy crust. Heat 2 tablespoons of beef tallow in a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat. Place the chicken thighs skin side down and let them sear without moving them for about 6 minutes, allowing that macadamia crust to become beautifully golden and crispy. Flip them over, reduce the heat to medium, and continue cooking for another 8 to 10 minutes until the chicken is thoroughly cooked. Serve this with roasted asparagus drizzled in olive oil for a truly delicious and healthful meal. And for dinner, elevate your pasta night with macadamia pesto pasta. Cook your favorite pasta. I personally recommend a protein-rich chickpea pasta for seniors, according to the package directions. While the pasta is cooking, quickly whip up your pesto. In a food processor, combine a cup of fresh basil, half a cup of macadamia nuts, 2 cloves of garlic, half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. Pulse it until it becomes wonderfully smooth and creamy. Drain your cooked pasta, toss it thoroughly with the vibrant macadamia pesto, and then top it with grilled shrimp or sliced grilled steak for a complete and incredibly flavorful meal. However, all the effort you put into incorporating wonderful pecans and macadamia nuts, these incredible, healthy, fat-rich foods, would tragically be utterly useless for your muscles and overall health if you continue to pair them with the next 3 sources of fat I'm about to discuss. The last one on this list is so incredibly common that I am almost certain you've had it this very week without even realizing the danger. In fact, combining these truly toxic fats with the healthy ones we've just discussed could act like a hidden poison in your body, completely sabotaging your muscle-building efforts, eroding your energy, and diminishing your overall vitality. And trust me, you absolutely do not want that. The biggest problem is most people simply don't know these common fats are quietly destroying their health. That's the real trick. But right now, I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal them for the toxic sources of fat that they truly are, so you can make informed choices for your well-being. There are fats that can actively heal you, building strength and vitality, and then there are fats that can literally harm you. So, let's talk about the fats that are detrimental. I'm referring specifically to manufactured, chemically altered fats, starting with cottonseed oil. For thousands of years, humans thrived on simple, natural fats like coconut oil, olive oil, real butter, and beef tallow. These fats were straightforward, pressed from olives, naturally rendered from quality meat, or simply extracted from coconut flesh, pure and natural. However, for a very long time, nobody could easily extract oil from rock-hard seeds like cotton seeds. That all changed in the early 1900s when new industrial methods were invented involving high-heat chemical extraction using petroleum-based solvents like hexane. Here's the critical problem. The very moment these intense chemicals are used and these seeds are blasted with extreme heat, the oil itself is instantly destroyed. It becomes oxidized, rancid, and highly inflammatory even before it reaches your plate. And here's the truly alarming part. Almost every deep-fried food you enjoy at restaurants, think French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, fish, and chips, is typically fried with inexpensive cottonseed oils. A significant 2021 study specifically looked into how different dietary fat sources affected muscle health in older adults. Researchers discovered that seniors who consumed high amounts of omega-6 rich seed oils, such as soybean, cottonseed, and corn oil, showed a marked increase in systemic inflammation throughout their bodies and a significant reduction in muscle protein synthesis. This was a stark contrast to those who consumed traditional natural fats like olive oil and animal fats. The study's conclusion was clear. The oxidized lipids, damaged fats, and industrially processed seed oils actively impaired muscle recovery and significantly contributed to accelerated sarcopenia, which is the age-related muscle wasting so many adults over 60 experience. In powerful contrast, participants who consciously avoided these seed oils and instead consumed natural fats demonstrated better retention of muscle mass, had much lower inflammatory markers, and achieved improved strength gains during their resistance training. Next on our list of destructive fats is soybean oil, a type of fat that can be truly disastrous for your body, especially for those striving for muscle health and vitality. Here's why it's so problematic. Much of the soybean oil available today is predominantly genetically modified organism, GMO, meaning your body often struggles to recognize and properly process it, treating it more like a foreign invader rather than a beneficial nutrient. This isn't just a fat that sits there harmlessly. It actively contributes to making you fatter and less healthy. These industrially processed seed oils are plain and simple toxins. You already know that your fat tissue serves as your body's storage unit for things it doesn't recognize or know how to efficiently process. Well, your body often has no idea what to do with these chemically altered fats from soy. So, what's its go-to solution? It shoves them straight into your belly fat, those stubborn love handles, and other problem areas that seem impossible to get rid of. And here's the kicker. Losing that unwanted weight and effectively building muscle around your midsection or anywhere else becomes nearly impossible when your fat cells are stuffed with inflammatory fats from soybean oil and other similar seed oils. It's crucial to stop feeding this garbage to your body. Your body is incredibly intelligent and smart enough to recognize poison. It's essentially saying, I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to store it away safely, leading to unwanted weight and inflammation. On the completely opposite side of the spectrum, when your body receives healthy, natural fats from foods like macadamia nuts, pecans, and traditional sources, it instantly recognizes these. Your system knows exactly how to efficiently metabolize them, seamlessly integrate them into your cell membranes, use them immediately for clean energy, and convert them into the essential building blocks that your muscles desperately need for growth and repair. So it's not simply about avoiding the truly bad fats. It's about actively and deliberately choosing the ones that will truly transform your body for the better. One class of fats silently contributes to stubborn belly fat and accelerates aging, while the other burns cleanly for energy, helps build strong muscle, and supports you in thriving powerfully well into your later years. The choice you make regarding your fats is one of the most critical decisions for your long-term health. A revealing 2020 study further investigated the impact of different dietary fat sources on body composition in older adults undergoing resistance training. Researchers discovered that seniors who consumed diets high in soybean and other omega-6 rich seed oils experienced significantly greater accumulation of visceral fat, that dangerous fat stored deep around your organs, and a blunted or diminished muscle protein synthesis. This was in stark contrast to those consuming traditional fats like olive oil, nuts, and natural animal fats. The study specifically revealed that the inflammatory compounds found in soybean oil, especially when it was genetically modified, triggered chronic low-grade inflammation that directly interfered with the anabolic signaling pathways, those crucial signals essential for healthy muscle growth. Participants who deliberately replaced these seed oils with monounsaturated and omega-3 rich fats showed impressive improvements in lean muscle mass, significantly reduced abdominal fat, and achieved better strength gains over the 16-week study period. The researchers conclusively determined that the quality of your dietary fat, not just the quantity, plays a profoundly critical role in whether older adults successfully build and maintain muscle or accumulate stubborn, unhealthy body fat. Now here's a surprising one for you: chocolate. I know this might come as a shock to many. After all, for years, you've likely been told that chocolate is a healthy source of fat and antioxidants. But what if I told you that you've been largely misled about what truly makes chocolate beneficial? While indeed, pure high-quality chocolate can help satisfy sugar cravings, support muscle health, and even sharpen your mind, it is only beneficial if you're consuming genuine dark chocolate. And I mean seriously dark. Anything that's 80% cocoa or below, or much worse, all those widely available milk chocolates, means you are effectively eating nothing but pure sugar, masquerading as a healthy treat. The significant downside to this is that truly pure, high-percentage dark chocolate bars are not always easy to find in stores, and when you do, they often come with a hefty price tag. When you consistently load up on the excessive sugar found in milk chocolate or even lower-quality dark chocolate, anything below 80% cocoa, you are actively and powerfully sabotaging every single muscle building and health effort you are making. Here's precisely why sugar is particularly devastating for seniors trying to maintain or build muscle. Firstly, sugar rapidly spikes your insulin erratically. While insulin does play a role in muscle building when managed correctly, chronic and excessive sugar consumption repeatedly forces your body to deal with high insulin levels, eventually leading to insulin resistance. This means your cells stop responding properly to insulin, making it harder for nutrients to get into your muscles and for your body to manage blood sugar, often promoting fat storage. Secondly, sugar mercilessly triggers systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. Remember all those amazing benefits we discussed earlier about omega-3s and healthy fats reducing inflammation? Sugar does the exact opposite. It aggressively elevates inflammatory markers, which directly impair your muscle protein synthesis and drastically slow down your recovery after exercise. Essentially, you're living in a state of constant low-grade inflammation, and simply put, inflamed muscles cannot grow or recover efficiently. Thirdly, sugar drastically crashes your testosterone levels. Studies conclusively show that consuming sugar, especially in significant amounts, causes a measurable and significant drop in testosterone levels for several hours afterward. For seniors who are already naturally dealing with age-related testosterone decline, this effect is truly catastrophic. Lower testosterone directly translates to reduced muscle protein synthesis, increased fat storage, especially around the belly, and noticeably diminished strength gains, making your efforts much harder. Finally, sugar aggressively promotes muscle breakdown over muscle building. High sugar intake elevates cortisol, which is your body's primary stress hormone. Cortisol is catabolic, meaning its primary job is to break down muscle tissue for energy, particularly when blood sugar is fluctuating wildly. This actively works against your goals of building and maintaining strength. A relevant 2019 study rigorously examined the relationship between sugar intake and muscle health in adults over 65. Researchers unequivocally found that higher sugar consumption was directly associated with reduced muscle mass, a concerning increase in body fat percentage, and significantly lower muscle strength compared to seniors who consumed minimal amounts of added sugars. Let me share a quick, real-life example. I just remembered one of my patients, Margaret. Margaret was 62 when she finally admitted the honest truth during our third session. She confessed, "I eat about 4 squares of milk chocolate every single night after dinner, sometimes even more if I've had a stressful day." Despite this, she had been religiously doing resistance exercises for 8 months, 3 times a week, never missing a session. Yet, her body wasn't changing for the better. In fact, it seemed to be getting worse. Her belly felt softer, her arms appeared thinner despite all her hard work, and she had somehow gained 6 pounds while noticeably losing strength. I asked her to show me the chocolate she was eating. She pulled out a purple-wrapped bar from her purse, revealing it was 33% cocoa and loaded with sugar. "But it says dark chocolate on the package," she protested, genuinely confused. "Isn't that supposed to be healthy?" We made just one simple change to her diet, and 8 weeks later, Margaret had dropped 7 pounds, all from her midsection, while gaining visible muscle definition in her arms and shoulders. Today, Margaret wisely keeps a bar of 90% dark chocolate in her pantry. She eats it slowly, truly savors each small piece, and her body is finally responding exactly the way it should to her consistent efforts. So, consider making that change today. It truly makes a world of difference. Now, I have a sincere question for you, our dedicated viewer. Which of these unhealthy fat sources have you been unknowingly consuming alongside your otherwise healthy meals? Drop a comment below and let me know. I genuinely read every single one, and I'm deeply curious about your experiences and what changes you might make. If you are truly serious about finally building, protecting, and revitalizing the strong muscles you absolutely deserve at your age, I've created something incredibly special just for you. My exclusive 30-day healthy fats and muscle meal plan contains over 90 delicious, nutrient-rich recipes, each one thoughtfully packed with precisely the right fats, proteins, and essential vitamins designed to maximize muscle growth, all while carefully protecting your vital hormones and boosting your energy levels naturally. Every single recipe in this plan is specifically designed to meticulously avoid all the harmful seed oils, soybean oil, and toxic fat combinations I've just revealed, ensuring you only nourish your body with the best. You'll find the direct link to this comprehensive meal plan in my pinned comment right below this video or in the description box. But wait, there's something even more exciting brewing. Tomorrow, I am going to reveal a truly groundbreaking secret that will completely change how you think about muscle building for seniors, a revelation I can only share with my cherished subscribers first. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet and turned on notifications, now is the absolute perfect time to do it. You absolutely do not want to miss tomorrow's video. Trust me, it's going to be a game changer. I'll see you very soon, right here on Senior Food Blog for more transformative health insights.